Hey, what is up, you sexy beasts? GhostSickness, Tristan here. Now, I am bringing you guys the creepypasta series. Now, I usually read these from creepypasta, and they're scary stories and whatever, and I'm going to get right into it. Thank you so much for smashing the like button on the recent scary stories, you guys. It means so much to me. If we could get this one to 250 likes, show the true power of the ghost army, that would be fantastic. This one's called Second Sight, and I'm actually going to get right into it. Remember the fact that I love you guys right before I get into this. Monday, August 3rd, 2009. Times are hard, and I work in a business that is slowly becoming obsolete. People are steering away from glasses and contact lenses to LASIK eye surgery and more permanent, feasible choices in the field of eye care. I've never been the type to collect my thoughts and put them down, and yet these have been the toughest months to endure as of late. My wife left me, along with the alimony and a good chunk of everything I've struggled and built since I was in my early 20s. I don't know if I'll make my mortgage payment on time for a third time in a row. This hole is going to be impossible to climb out of. Thursday, August 6th, 2009. Got a phone call from corporate and had to terminate the positions of 2 employees. Stan has been there for 17 years. He was a good eye doctor. I have a strong suspicion that a more permanent layoffs are on the way. I had to go to the dealership and downgrade my vehicle, but the sales tax almost cleaned out my bank account. I was helping Stan take his things out of the office and a new vendor approached me. He worked for some company called New Vision, and their prices are better than any other type of lenses we carry. They don't do glasses or frames, only contacts. He gave a pretty convincing argument, so I filled my own prescription with their lenses and I'm going to put them in tomorrow and try them out. This may be the small boost we need to stay open. I hope so. I called New Vision and told them my office was on board. I should have talked to our regional division manager before cutting the deal, but he treats me like garbage and routinely tells me that my office is the last place in every category but customer service. He says customer service doesn't make money if you sacrifice profits. He's not a doctor. These lenses feel more natural, and it feels like the material adapts to light better than any other brand I've seen in my 20 plus years as an optometrist. I'm going to keep using them myself. I mowed my lawn today, and I could swear I could see every blade of grass. Maybe our patients will drop some greenbacks to try these out. Monday, August 10th, 2009. I prescribed my first pair of New Vision lenses to a patient today. He's only a 6-year-old boy who was blind as a bat before we fitted his eyes. His mother was concerned that 6 is too young for contacts, but after she saw him looking around and nailing the entire test on the wall, letter for letter and number for number, I convinced her to try them out. If I can get a pair of these out every day, there will be some light at the end of the tunnel. I've stopped taking mine out at night because they don't bother me like normal lenses do in the morning. I could leave them in forever. Wednesday, August 12th, 2009. I prescribed them to 38 patients, and it seems that word of mouth is sending more people my way. People are dropping Hydrosoft and Toric left and right. The vendor from the company came to me today to put a great ad in my office window. See things in a new light. Fit some New Vision lenses today. They also guarantee that you'll read at least a line below where you normally would on the wall with any other vendor. They won't tell me what the lenses are made of, but as good as they feel, I'm not hesitating to give my patients the best choice. The regional manager called again and congratulated me on turning my business around. He'll probably take credit for it at the board meeting. What an ass. Tuesday, August 18th, 2009. I traded in and got a Mercedes, and I offered Stan his job back. I told him he'd have to convince people to go to New Vision when pitching patients because with the healthcare reform bill on the way, this product is our only trump card. Without it, people will go somewhere else. I'm going to install a plasma TV on the wall in the reception area so people can watch football while they wait on their appointment. People love football, whatever it takes to get people in the door. Friday, August 21st, 2009. Stan tried them out and he's 55. He's reading better than he was in his 30s, or so he says. We went to lunch today and he drives faster than usual. Maybe it's because he can see the road better. Saturday, August 22nd, 2009. I'm a little rattled. I called New Vision today to order some more product and to fill some prescriptions with some pending patients, but the line has been disconnected. I called the vendor's personal cell and heard some sort of odd sound. You know when you're sitting at a campfire and you can hear wood burning and popping in the flames? It sounded like that. Maybe their phones are down, or there's a power outage. I'm not sure. I'll call them on a regular business day. Sunday, August 23rd, 2009. I feel strange. I tried to go to mass with my mother today. I try to go to church with her at least once a month. I walked through the front doors of the chapel and my vision started going blurry. The membranes around my eyes felt like they were going to burst open. I didn't bring my glasses, so I had to sit outside before I went to Sunday lunch. I think it was just a headache or a spasm or something. I'm not too worried about it. Tuesday, August 25th, 2009. I'm frightened. Something wrong happened today. I fitted a 13-year-old girl for contacts, and while I was looking in her dilated pupil, something appeared in the apparatus lens that hangs from the ceiling when I looked through it. It seemed like a bat, except its eyes were on fire, and it was getting closer and closer to my eye the longer I would stare into the scope. I looked away before it got too big. I think I've been working too much, and I may take a personal day. Stan is going to backfill my patients into his schedule. I almost died today. I wish I would have. I went to the old house in New Haven that belongs to my wife. Thanks to the courts, on the way, I stopped at a McDonald's, and a girl in the drive-thru looked at me like she was going to kill me. Her eyes caught on fire and her teeth elongated. And her voice sounded like one of those mechanical larynx boxes that they give to people who smoke in their throats into oblivion. My Big Mac was shaking in my hands as I spilled that special sauce Thousand Island shit on my khakis. I looked down to wipe it away, and when I looked up at the road, the bat was on my windshield. It shattered and tried to claw my eyes out. My eyebrows are gone. It singed them right off before I sped up and threw it out the window. My wife asked me if I was doing drugs when I showed up at the door with no eyebrows. All I wanted was a pair of shiny black shoes from the closet. I should never have to go back again. I saw her eyeing my car and my smashed windshield. I really don't care anymore. Wednesday, August 26, 2009. It's almost midnight and I tried to take my lenses out. They're not there anymore. I reached in to pull them off my cornea with my finger and I poked myself straight in the eyeball. I've heard of lenses of high amounts of protein buildup dissolving into people's eyes, but I've worn these for less than a month. How can I still see if they're not in my eyes? For the first time in my life, I'm scared of something more than my ex-wife. Thursday, August 27, 2009. I checked the ledger today and the business is out of the red and in the black. We're officially making a profit on every patient now, but I'm having trouble focusing. I can see fine, but every now and then my vision goes blurry and I see the wing thing coming at me from off in the distance. I tried going to the broom closet and keeping my eyes open in the dark. I still saw the bat in the distance, flying at me, head on. It's trying to get my eyes. I'm an optometrist. I need my eyes. Friday, August 28th, 2009. Stan is dead, and so is the 6-year-old boy. No one has made the connection that the only thing they have in common is my office and New Vision. They found Stan about a mile from work. His car catty-cornered with the shoulder off the road. His hair was burned off, and he didn't have any eyebrows either. His eyes weren't missing. They were burned and melted into his eye sockets. I never got to ask him if he'd taken the lenses out. I have to call everyone and tell them to return their prescription and stick to Hydrosoft. I tried to call the vendor guy from New Vision. The line was popping and snapping again. The bat started coming at me, so I hung up. Monday, August 29th, 2009. 14 more patients are dead. I'd say that I'd be looking at a lawsuit for my prescription records, but they haven't found any traces of any company named New Vision or a brand of lenses by that name. Same thing happened with their eyes as mine. I've closed my office. Dr. Mendez and Associates will be closed until further notice due to illness, until I can find out what is happening. We're about to be in the red again, but something tells me it won't be much longer to worry about the fruition of my business and craft. I was going to retire in the next 5 years anyway. My eyes are not red. My eyes are not bloodshot. There is this pink, fleshy, throbbing membrane of skin around my eyelids. It breathes, it copulates, and it pulses when I stare off in the distance for long periods of time. The thing becomes to come again. I finally let it get close enough when I saw what it really is. It's a hairless human head with talons growing from the root of its chin. The wings have wrapped around the temples and extended from the ears. Although the eyes are on fire, I recognize that mole on the corner of its chin. It's not any human head. It's my head. Wednesday, August 31st, 2009. It came to me this morning and gave me a bottle of pills. Said I should go down to Dr. Margaret Lenore's office in New Haven and tell her about this new drug. Helps kids with ADD and ADHD focus on getting good grades. Supposedly works 400% better than Ritalin. She tried it on her hyperactive Pomeranian and it worked. Saw dollar signs in her eyes. I didn't tell her that the bottle smelled like burning fire to me. Friday, October 1st, 2009. I found the New Vision property. It's deserted. Everywhere I go, things are on fire. The gas station attendant's face melted and stretched out 30 feet to the floor when I gave her my card to pay for gas. The pink flesh is dark maroon now, and it's growing out from the sides of my head. When I stopped shaving this morning, I ran my razor down from my chin to the base of my Adam's apple. The skin broke open, and I saw a little white, sharp claw poking out after the blood stopped. I found something in the back room of this place. The vendor guy is missing his head, and the entire office smells like ashes.